There's this moment where you realize, like, am I making a funk song? You're like, yeah, you are. I was like, oh, really? You just go like 100% into that.
You're listening to Song Exploder. My name is Rishikesh Hirway. Thundercat is the alter ego of bassist and singer-songwriter Steven Bruner. He's played bass for both Suicidal Tendencies and Erykah Badu, and helped shape Kendrick Lamar's chart-topping, critically acclaimed album, To Pimp a Butterfly. In this episode, Thundercat breaks down his song Them Changes. He co-produced it with longtime collaborator Flying Lotus, with Kamasi Washington on saxophone. This episode is brought to you by Hover, who know that a great idea needs a great home, which is why Hover's the best place to register a domain name for your website, like songexploder.net. Go to Hover's website, hover.com, and use the offer code THUNDERCAT. You'll get 10% off your first purchase. Now, here's Them Changes on Song Exploder.
I am Steven Thundercat Bruner. I started playing bass around the age of 4 or 5 or so. You know, every time I go back and look at different pictures and stuff like that, I always had like a guitar-like toy, you know, when I couldn't talk. I actually started writing in my early teens. A lot of the time, music starts with the drums for me. This song, I remember it started with a drum sample from the Isley Brothers, you know, Footsteps in the Dark. It is one of the most amazing songs, period, you know.
Are we really sure? Can a love that lasted for so long still endure?
When my generation, we grew up with Today Was a Good Day. So it's like, of course, I would hear that more often, you know.
Plus nobody I know got killed in South Central LA. Today was a good day.
Ice Cube's is so juxtaposed to theirs. I know it's a classic thing, you know, and it's always like that weird feeling of like, oh God, here we go, sampling, you know, something that people have used before, but, you know, it's like, I'm not going to not explore the options of what it has to offer me, you know, because you could feel it, that drum, when those drums start, it's like they're real heavy. I just started the drums and it felt right. That's just me chording on the bass. I play a 6-string bass to write with a lot. I have to because there's no way I'd be able to play a lot of the parts on a 4 or 5-string because some of the chords are really thick, like playing 13s or like playing my bass with my hands really spread out. It was a custom instrument. It's got a maple neck and a maple body, so it's like this really bright tone. That's the sound that people usually prefer to record with me. You know, like even Lotus, like anytime I start playing another bass, he goes, maybe you should get the other bass. Starting with the chords and then following through with just the bass line that goes with it. It's the same bass. It's going through a Moger Foger envelope filter. Those Moger Fogers are like pretty intense for pedals, you know. It's like the amount of things you can do with them. It's like you're playing a synth. There's so many knobs, you know, you got to learn how to use them. These things are really valuable for a reason. They're like the BMW of pedals. These Moger Fogers have inspired different things in my playing. People have lots of nicknames for Flying Lotus, but I mean, me personally, I call him Lotus. You know, me and him have worked together throughout the years. It's always been like a pushing each other's limits. He told me I need to sing more. I was like, you gotta be kidding me. I sound like I'm farting on a mic. And he's like, nah, man, you gotta sing.
Nobody move, there's blood on the floor. And I can't find my heart.
The first part of the lyrics that came about was the first verse. I'm not like masking like some weird spiritual truth with it. It's like, no, I broke up with my girlfriend and I drank a lot.
When I'm sitting here, knowing this ain't real, ain't real. Why in the world would I give my heart to you?
Breaking up with your girlfriend has strange effects on you. It's like, let me get drunk and that'll help it. And it's like, totally doesn't help it at all.
Deep in the cup, drowning it in pain.
You don't have to put your whole business out there. It's like, if you don't want to tell anybody anything, that's your business. But that's what makes it mine. You know, if you expect it to be worth anything to you even, you know, it's like you have to be telling the truth. It has to be the truth. Lotus takes part in this halfway through it, I would say. Even though there's a lot of work that's been done with bass, we both know it's like at some point he's going to touch the music. He'll see different sprinkles or different synth sounds. And he kind of bends and stretches the whole thing, you know, to different capacities. Maybe you should breathe through this. Maybe you shouldn't bring this straight in like this. Maybe you should shut up and let the beat play for a second and add small nuances, you know. It was definitely Lotus's idea to put Kamasi on it. Sax was Kamasi Washington.
Hi, it's Kamasi Washington. I was just trying to create a part that was kind of like a counterpoint to what Stephen was singing. You know, he had that whole choral thing he was doing.
He has his own sensibility that you allow him to get to. There's no like, Kamasi, you should do this. It's like, I've been playing with Kamasi. I literally, like, there's a picture of Kamasi holding me when I was a baby. So it's like, knowing that what he's going to play is going to be the right thing. You know, it's like trust. What, like, take a solo? Like, what the, that's exactly what, it's like, yeah, that's exactly what it meant.
Went crazy at the end as it was fading out to kind of give it that kind of juxtaposition. Fading it up while it was fading down, you know?
I was like, that's amazing. That's exactly what it's supposed to be. The keys were recorded in my apartment with the person that I tour a lot with named Dennis Ham. Dennis is amazing. And I was like, think like kind of ragtime. Like, you're playing around me singing. You're not just comping like it's a jazz song and you're like, you know. So it's like, even rhythmically, you have to find a place that's not where my voice is. It didn't take too long because like Dennis like processes stuff really fast and just destroyed it. And he wanted to do like 10 takes, and I was like, you killed it the first time, man. I was like, there's no point. It's like, well, wait, let me try another. And I was like, nope, that's one take of Dennis just, and it's just like, pfft.
It must have fell when I lost my mind. Deep in the cup, drowning it in pain. Somebody help, 'cause I can't find my way. Nobody move, nobody move.
Now, here's Them Changes by Thundercat in its entirety.
Nobody move, there's blood on the floor. And I can't find my heart. Where did it go? Did I leave it in the cold? So please give it back, 'cause it's not yours to take. It must have fell when I lost my mind. Deep in the cup, drowning it in pain.
This episode is presented in part by Simple. Simple is the whole idea of banking, remade with beautiful design, built-in tools for budgeting and saving, and genuine human goodness. You'll never get hit with overdraft or surprise fees. You can create goals for anything you want and save automatically, a little each day. There's so many things that I would love to save up for, especially new equipment to help me make this show. If you head to simple.com/songexploder, you can see what's on my wish list. I talk about what I need and why I need it. While you're there, you can see what it looks like when real people pour a bunch of heart into making banking beautiful. Simple.com/songexploder. Song Exploder is also sponsored by Lagunitas Brewing Company, who believe that brewing is like a long-form symphony, with melody, thematic development and variation, recapitulation, mutation, and restatement, all telling the story of their beer, long and slow over time. Lagunitas Brewing Company. Beer speaks. People mumble. Song Exploder is part of Radiotopia, a collective of creative, independent podcasts. I'm hoping to get some feedback from you about this show, so Radiotopia set up a survey so we could learn a little bit more about you, dear listener. It would be awesome if you could take a couple of minutes to go to surveynerds.com/songexploder and answer a couple questions about yourself and your thoughts on Song Exploder, how you listen to it, stuff like that. Again, it's surveynerds.com/songexploder. Next time on Song Exploder, Unknown Mortal Orchestra. You can find past episodes of Song Exploder on iTunes or on the show's website, songexploder.net. You can find me on Facebook, Twitter, or Instagram, where my username is @SongExploder. My name is Rishikesh Hirway. Thanks for listening.
Radiotopia.